Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, did you all enjoy your food? So, before we begin the awards, I'm going to invite our keynote speaker to come and set the tone for the evening. She is the Director of Global Strategy for the Amazon Sacred Headwaters Initiative, an alliance of 30 indigenous nations working to permanently protect 86 million acres in one of the most biologically diverse ecosystems on Earth in Ecuador and Peru. She's also the founder and board president of Amazon Watch, and served as the organization's first executive director for 18 years. She is the Hillary Institute 2013 Global Laureate for Climate Leadership. She has been researching and publicizing human rights abuse and environmental destruction caused by extractive industries and large-scale infrastructure projects throughout the Amazon for 3 decades. She has led successful global campaigns that resulted in governments, oil companies, and financial institutions adopting stronger environmental and social policies. She's one of the co-founders of Artists for the Amazonian and a contributing author to the Science Panel for the Amazon. I welcome to the stage Satosa Sultani, but before that, we're going to watch a very quick video that she's had made.
El mundo lo llama pulmón del planeta. Pues, sin embargo, este pulmón del planeta o el corazón del planeta está enfermo.
Nos han venido contaminando nuestros territorios, nuestra casa madre, a nuestra diversidad, a nuestros ríos.
Por eso es importante que empecemos a cuidar y a proteger estos bosques, como lo hicieron nuestros antepasados, sin saber leer ni escribir.
La vida en contra del extractivismo no solamente es luchar por la vida de los pueblos indígenas, es luchar por la vida de la humanidad.
Somos voceras de biodiversidad, soy vocera de la vida de la naturaleza.
Por lo tanto, necesitamos una Amazonía viva para que la humanidad esté segura.
Good evening. Woo. Thank you so much, Jarvis, for inviting me here tonight. It's such an honor to be with such amazing visionaries and innovators who are making it the new normal to be aligned with the web of life. So thank you to all of you, and congratulations to all the amazing companies and individuals who are nominated and all the winners to come. So I'm here for COP26, and we've been working around the clock with our indigenous, to help get our indigenous partners. Many of the people you saw in this video are on their way here. But as you might have guessed, with quarantine requirements, tests, QR codes and forms and locator forms, it's been a 24/7 figuring all that out. And hopefully we're crossing our fingers that we'll make it. They'll get here. But next week, if you see any of these faces of these chiefs walking around London lost, do please get in touch with me. We'll be looking for them through the maze. So I've been in the Amazon since 1990 with the honor to work with indigenous peoples, defending forests, defending human rights, And really, the work has been incredibly enriching for me, and also it's been so vital for the planet. If you think about the Amazon, many of you know this already, we're losing the Amazon at the rate of 7,500 football fields per day. That's five football fields every minute that we're sitting here. Things have gotten worse. We are in the dark 8 days of the Amazon with the Bolsonaro administration and the climate realities that's causing this positive feedback loop that's pushing the forest to the edge. Now, everybody has heard the fact that the Amazon is like the lungs of the earth, the way that the Amazon breathes in CO2 and breathes out oxygen. And that's true. But the Amazon is more like the heart, the biological heart of planet Earth. And as part of the science panel, the United Nations Science Panel for the Amazon that's about to release its report, what we're seeing is that the Amazon actually is the heart of the hydrological climatic system of planet Earth. And the way that works is that every tree, every mature tree in the Amazon, evapotranspires about 1,000 liters of water vapor every day into the sky. Now you have 400 billion trees in the Amazon, and collectively, these trees generate water vapor and moisture that is basically creates these flying rivers, these atmospheric rivers that bring rain to the inside, deeper and deeper into the continent of South America. But once they hit the Andes, they go north and south and bring rain as far away as Hawaii or California, where some of modeling shows that moisture content in the Sierra Nevada in California is in part influenced by the atmospheric rivers in the Amazon. So this heart of planet Earth, this heart of Mother Earth, is dependent on trees, on the forests. And since we've lost about 20% of the Amazon already, about 17% has been totally deforested, and another 17% has been highly degraded. And so we are reaching what the scientists are calling the tipping point of ecological unraveling. This is a tipping point where the trees no longer are lifting up these geysers of water and creating basically a collapse of the hydrological system. We are there now. Basically, we are at the tipping point, and that what we do in the next 5 years will determine whether the Amazon becomes more of a savanna, whether it has a massive dieback or not. And that's not anything trivial. That is actually the largest carbon bomb on the planet. It will set the tone on whether we have a livable world. So I'm here because you all know this. You all live this every day, innovate, and work to create solutions. And so I invite you to think about the heart of the planet in your own hearts as you go about your world and every day. How what you do can connect back to the ecological systems of the planet. And it starts with looking at indigenous peoples as part of the wisdom keepers of the planet. My friend Zoe Tryon, who's here with me tonight, and I have been working for many decades with indigenous peoples in the sacred headwaters region of the Amazon. And here, what we're seeing actually indigenous peoples are, not just here, actually all around the world, indigenous peoples are the stewards of 80% of the world's biodiversity. That's right, underscoring that. 80% of the world's biodiversity is in the territories of indigenous peoples that they're stewarding. And partly it's because their cosmology, their worldview is that they are in relationship to Mother Earth, that the Earth is their mother, and that everything's kin. It's, academics give it a name called kinship ecology. All my kin, all my relations, I'm related to everything. And that is why we have the most biodiverse places on Earth, on indigenous lands. And so partly what I've had the privilege to do is work with these 30 nations in the Sacred Headwaters region to create a plan for a transition, an ecological transition where we permanently protect the most biodiverse headwaters of the Amazon, that we reconfigure the life-blind economic system to one that's life-seeing and life-centric, where life is sacred, where well-being, and when Vivir, this idea of an indigenous cosmology of well-being, is really supplants this drive for economic growth. That well-being and harmony and the flourishing of health and well-being of people and nature becomes our mantra. And around that we can innovate. From that place we can innovate. With that goal we can reorganize all economic activities to be aligned with that. Every financial transaction and every economic activity helps to nurture, nourish, and be nature positive. And that is something that we're excited about. We just released a bioregional plan for how we're going to do it, and we are, basically at COP to present it. It can be a model for the world. The idea of bioregionalism is something we need to take note of, and really to see wealth, to see well-being and wealth as the biological productivity of the planet is the challenge we have. But I would just say that, this isn't any easy task. That, as I mentioned, the Amazon, this largest water system on the planet, is reaching a tipping point. Besides the sacred headwaters, we actually need a global treaty to protect 80% of the Amazon basin by 2025. And there's a campaign that's just started, and you can basically go to our websites, the two websites, the sacredheadwaters.org and Amazonia80by25.earth. And those are places where you can declare your support for this global indigenous-led movement to protect the heart of the planet. And of course, it's going to take everyone, and it's going to take, investment, deforestation-free investment portfolios, deforestation-free supply chains. It's going to take basically feedback loops that allow us to see and monitor real-time the deforestation that's happening and being able to shut it down where it's happening. But it also requires kind of a shift in our ethic and worldview to see the Amazon, to see the planet as a living system, and to see the Amazon as one of the vital organs of planet Earth, and to bring that into our everyday existence. And I think that, even sustainability has to evolve to be not just sustainable, but regenerative, be adding more than it takes from nature. Because the predictions are, even with sustainable development goals that we currently have, we are consuming 1.5 times planet Earth, right? You all know this. This is the throughput, the idea of the total stuff that goes through the materials economy is 1.5 times what nature can generate every year. Even under the scenarios of sustainable development goals and green growth and all of the efficiency measures that we can take, the throughput is expected to double by 2050. And that is not possible, my friends. That cannot happen, and for us to have a livable world. So we need to innovate. We need to be bold. We need to go for full system transformation. And we need to do it from a place of a reverence for life and for Earth. And I know that's in all of your hearts. So I invite you to put the Amazon in your heart, to reach out to us, and to basically put life at the center of everything you do. Give making a living a new definition, a new meaning. And let's do it. I know we can, and we have to. Thank you so much.
So the P.E.A. Awards was born 11 years ago. It was born at a time when I was invited, after being on a TV show, living on a landfill for 3 weeks. I became a bit of a celebrity for trash. I was invited to go onto panels and to various different events as this sustainability celebrity. The awards that I was going to, every single one, I noticed there was a consistent theme through the awards. The people that were winning, or rather the organisations that were winning, were the brands that had the most money, that had the biggest marketing budgets. They weren't necessarily the ones that should have been winning. So I decided to launch my own awards and honour people that were really the heroes of today's times. The individuals, the teams, the people that were living their purpose, driving their values into systems, into sectors and into communities where at the time nobody gave a shit. 11 years on, we've honoured the most amazing people. Holly Higgins, for example, is a name that comes to light. A very courageous lawyer who started Ecocide, which is now a past law across the globe if people make crimes against our planet. Now, I don't want to go on here because this is not about me this evening, but I do want to say this. Each and every one of you, you're able to make a difference. You're living your purpose. You're staying true to your values. You're different from the average person that's walking down Oxford Street. But what we need to do is we need to help, inspire, educate, and influence those people that haven't yet quite understood that we are in the time, if we don't get this right, of the Great Six mass extinction. Nearly 60% of the issue is what is described as human behaviour. The IPCC report, as we all know, there's been a lot of news about it today, has categorically said that human beings are the problem when it comes to temperatures rising on our planet. Now, I don't need to stand on a soapbox and speak to all of you because you are all already there. But there is something I want to share with you. I was watching the news last night with my daughter who's 5. She's got COVID. We've all had it in our house. Luckily, I came out of isolation earlier this week. My wife, unfortunately, couldn't be here tonight because our daughter has COVID. We laid watching the news and she turned around to me and looked me in the eye and said, "Daddy, I'm going to die." Because she'd just heard it about these people dying from the pandemic. I said, "Sweetheart, it's fine, don't worry. You're not going to die." Had she have asked me the question if she was going to die from the climate crisis, I would not have been able to give her an answer of conviction that that is not going to happen. This is serious. We've been given an opportunity. The recent pandemic, as awful as it is nature's way of giving us an opportunity to recognise that we can change in a matter of weeks. When we stop buying non-essential products, when we stop travelling to work each day, when we started protecting and being close to our family, we all had an experience. We all understood cause and effect. This happened on a mass scale. We can't rely on governments, nation states, big business, because we're all caught up in this system that is not serving our future generations. We have 9 years to turn this thing around. What we need is every single person to recognise what they're good at, to recognise what they love doing, to commit that skill and that joy to mitigating the climate crisis, even if it's just for the next 9 years. We'll then all be living our purpose. We'll be doing what we love and giving it to something higher than ourselves. What a way to live. We've lost our way. But it's actually very easy for us to turn this around. We have the technologies. We have the new energy systems. We need to change our behaviour. Now, our winners this evening and our shortlist this evening are people that are doing that. They're people that have committed their lives to disrupting, to change making, to committed to a sustainable future. Imagine if every single person on the planet did that. So we're going to begin our P.E.A. Awards. I'd like to thank you all. This evening it's going to all be on the screen. So it's down to you to encourage everybody on your table just to be quiet, contemplative, and just watch the ceremony and enjoy it as a viewing. Now, when the winners win, we invite you to come up, have your moment, say your few words. What we're not going to do is ask the sponsors to come up and present an award, partly because COVID is on the rise and we want to try and keep everybody as safe as possible. So I now hand over to the P.E.A. Awards 2021, a big celebration.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all having an amazing time celebrating the UK's leading sustainability awards and all those behind the products, services and businesses that are changing the face of our planet. My name's Zilpa and tonight I'll be presenting this year's awards to the winners across a variety of sectors ranging from finance and energy to influencers and art. Before we start, we'd like to say a huge thank you to our sponsors. Our headline sponsor for 2021, Citrix, plus category sponsors, Avalon, Deloitte, Delphine Hotels and Resorts, Ethical Influencers, My Energy, My Green Pod, Octopus Energy, Willida, and Rio Valley Organic. Along with our incredible sponsors, we would like to thank all of the partners who have provided drinks and goodies for tonight, and Arthur and his team for the delicious food. Let's also give a round of applause to everyone, including this year's all-female judging panel. Anna Turns, Esma Way, Kat Fletcher, Diane Dane, James Sterland, Jordan Brompton, Joe Wood, Katie Hill, Michelle Senecaldon Fonseca and Stephanie Jordan for all of their expertise, their passion and hard work as we present their chosen winners of 2021's P.E.A. Awards. Winners, please come up and collect your award, say a few words and have your moment. Let's kick off with the first awards category, Arts.
This rock might just save the world. MyGreenPod.com is a shopping place for ethical products. We believe that with all the stuff going on in the world right now, everybody needs to get more aligned with nature. You can enjoy this rock and other slow TV as well as affordable and ethical household, fashion and beauty products and much, much more at mygreenpod.com.
This is always a difficult category to judge, and the judges said it wasn't any easier the 11th time round. There are so many fantastic projects around the UK and beyond, covering music, fashion, fine art and lots more. Huge credit to everyone who is using art to communicate the most urgent messages of our time. shortlist: Claire Victoria Bishop, Greg Cochran, Jasmine Padacito,
My name is Greg Cochran and I'm a podcaster and journalist specialising in the intersection between music and climate action. My way of contributing to the necessary shifts that we need to see towards sustainability is by telling stories about the way the climate emergency is affecting the things that we love, things exactly like music. I co-host the Music and Climate podcast, Sounds Like a Plan, and I write and I broadcast for anyone who will have me to talk about this issue. In the past, that's been outlets like the BBC through to NME, and I'm glad to say that this work has been a very small part in pushing the conversation and action in this area forward.
My name's Jasmine Padacito and I'm delighted to have been shortlisted for the PEA Awards for my pioneering sculptures and public artwork, which also absorb pollution. One is at the Horniman Museum Gardens in a beautiful bee garden that is designed to attract more pollinating bees and butterflies, because we now know that pollution affects the teeniest, tiniest creatures. And the other sculpture is at just off the Euston Road above Camden People's Theatre, which is one of the most polluted roads in the country. I really do believe that art can tell the stories and create the impact that we need in order to transform and to create a much more sustainable society. Thank you.
Art has always been one of the best ways to drive systematic changes across society, but art that draws toxicity from the air is genius. And the winner is Jasmine Padacito.
I didn't say that. Thank you so much, and really was not expected. Thank you so much, Jarvis. But one of the reasons I do what I do is I am compelled to try and make a difference after my son had a major asthma attack 5 years ago. And I really do believe that art and culture and music and literature can reach people in a way that perhaps data and science cannot. So I am really, really honoured, and thank you so much for this. And we shouldn't have so many cocktails at the beginning, that's all I'm going to say. But all I can also say is thank you so much, because for many years I have felt as if I've been screaming into a vacuum, and it's so delightful to be in a room of other people who feel as if they've been doing that as well. So thank you so much, and thank you.
Brand new category this year, where judges were looking for someone who has pushed the envelope in climate to drive authentic and material positive change. The individual or team will be a catalyst for change. The winner will have demonstrated that climate action is good for business. The shortlist: Chris Ramsey, Greg Cochran, Jessie Baker, MBE, Laura Young, Russ Wakeham,
That is our charging cable. Keep battery low. We made it. This is absolutely brilliant. My name is Greg Cochran and I'm a podcaster and journalist specialising in the intersection between music and climate action. My way of contributing to the necessary shifts that we need to see towards sustainability is by telling stories about the way the climate emergency is affecting the things that we love, things exactly like music.
Business has made us feel really comfortable with just buying stuff. They hide their reality with this advert or something that just makes you feel great about buying that thing, and we have no idea the destruction we're causing. It wasn't that long ago before you were buying something that was created by your next door neighbor or whatever, right? But we've had this decades and decades of globalization that's disconnected us from the reality of production. I built the first version of Provenance myself. Started it initially as a side project. I don't think I ever really wanted to start a business. I just wanted to solve the problem, and I still just want to solve the problem. That's actually all I'm really motivated to do. It's very difficult, I think, to get up every day and dedicate your life to solving a problem unless you believe so deeply in it. And I think usually to believe deeply in something, you need to have touched the problem, I feel. But actually visiting supply chains was where I just realized how human they are, how many people there are behind simple products. If every single advert was a true story, I think we'd have a better planet.
So what if this family, or you, was to switch from milk in plastic bottles back to the way it used to be, delivered to your doorstep a plastic solution, milk bottles. And on these glass bottles, the only form of waste is a small foil cap. And once you get enough of them, you can scrumple them into a ball and recycle them, just like any other item. So instead of all of this waste, all you would produce is this. If every single person here today was to decide to cut out one thing each day for a year, we would save 1 million things going to landfill. You can make that connection. You can start with that single-use plastic bottle of water we have in our bags. We can decide to make that the last one. When you buy something, it's had a past. You are its present. What will be its future? What will you leave behind as your legacy?
This company has the potential to transform supply chain transparency at scale through blockchain, and this individual's integrity and attention to detail shone through. And the winner is Jessie Baker, MBE.
this, so I have more than a couple of glasses of wine. But I just want to say that I'm so happy for this, because there is no sustainability without transparency. Everyone talks about doing the right thing for the planet, but unless we actually are transparent and share with accountability what we're actually doing, then it's all just chat, no action. So what we're trying to do at Provenance is to try and actually make people be transparent, like share what you're freaking doing when it comes to people and planet. Don't just chat about it. Actually, like, say with dignity what you're really doing. So thank you for this, and so happy to be here. Thank you.
Digital technology.
Our best work isn't hiding in an alert, or in countless unread emails, or in the urgent chime of messaging threads we promise to get to next. It isn't hiding in a calendar more gridlocked than rush hour. And you won't find it in enterprise software perfectly optimized for frustration. No. Our best work happens when we can focus and collaborate without distraction, when busy work gives way to actual work, and we unlock our full potential. We need technology that works for us, so that we can work the way we want to. Technology that gives us space to listen, to think, to collaborate, to innovate, to create. What we need is the space to succeed.
Technology is advancing all the time and has the power to change the way we live and work for the better. Whether helping to lower energy bills or ramping up efficiency to slash emissions, technology has huge potential to clean up homes and businesses. The shortlist. Ewan Anderson, Mankaran Alawalia, Phil Law.
Hi, my name is Ewan Anderson. I'm co-founder and lead consultant at PX3. We're an organisation that works with IT companies and their customers to help raise awareness about sustainability issues, to benchmark carbon footprints and make recommendations about ways in which they can be reduced. So we're delighted to have been shortlisted for the award today. Really appreciate it. Just like to wish everybody all the very best, and a particular thanks to those who nominated us for this. Thank you very much.
We're the last generation that can stop climate change. The last generation to save our wildlife, save our planet, save our future.
JC is on a mission to make it easy to track and reduce our environmental impact and make us all climate positive.
We all want to be sustainable, but daily life is busy and it can get difficult to make sustainable choices. We decided to make it easy.
Imagine buying your lunch and knowing in real time its contribution to climate change.
Countering it with the tap of a button and getting guidance on simple things you can do to make your daily life more eco-friendly.
This is sustainability made easy.
Yaezy tracks the carbon footprint of each purchase in real time, helping you become carbon neutral. Small steps to make a big impact.
Have you ever thought how the sustainability of your marketing is making your customers perceive your brand? Your marketing campaigns are the front line of customer engagement, and now more than ever, your customers expect you to be acting responsibly and sustainably. Being a member of our scheme comes with three main benefits. First, you'll be able to see how sustainable each product is thanks to our unique traffic light grading system. This helps you to make informed buying decisions so that you can choose to buy sustainably. Next, you'll earn eco tokens, which are earned based on how sustainable your buying choices are. The tokens are seamlessly transferred into trees, where our partners, Trees for Life, are rewilding the Scottish Highlands, where you'll start planting your very own corporate grove. Each pound you spend with us automatically goes towards helping the carbon reduction effort. In return, you'll receive certifications at certain milestones as you see your grove increase in size. Lastly, you'll be able to track your sustainability performance and see how your buying habits are changing. Our advanced reporting gives you live data and a breakdown on how much of your spend is sustainable or unsustainable and how many trees you've planted to date.
This individual has been working with the biggest tech companies in the universe. We all know the issues around energy and data storage, so the fact that they helped these giants understand their ongoing impact is really very impressive. And the winner is Ewan Anderson.
Evening, everyone. Well, the very alert among you may understand that I'm not Ewan Anderson, but I'm very proud to accept this award on behalf of Ewan and the team at PX3. So if you want the carbon footprint of your IT systems measuring, he's the winner. Thank you.
The next category is electric vehicles.
Like most tech firms, we started with a couple of products, a good idea, but what we've built is a brand. How are you? Yeah. Do the little elbow.
This is where it all started, is that right?
This is where it all started. So we was in one unit, then we expanded to 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, and we've outgrown that.
What attracted me in the first place was that you guys are very British.
So we do everything here, like from full design, innovation, manufacturing. One thing that we're so proud of is the fact that everything's been done here in the UK, from that initial idea through to the concept, the design, and now full manufacturing.
They've just moved into this huge warehouse here to try and keep up with demand. And demand has become so great, and it's very impressive. From 2 people getting together, scratching their heads and thinking, I think, what a good idea.
We keep outgrowing ourselves a hell of a lot faster than anyone could have predicted, which only proves one thing, that, you know, people want change. People want clean, green energy. People want to do their part. And we just feel super proud to be spearheading that revolution, that electric revolution. We've got a real passion for driving renewable energy, and we believe in electric vehicles. So being able to charge those electric vehicles with completely green and sometimes free energy, that is a good feeling. We have products that will take solar power from your roof and put it straight into your battery, or into your hot water tank, or into your home battery, or into your underfloor heating, whatever it is. You can power your home with completely green energy, and that is something that we need to be focused on, and My Energy want to help speed up that transition to electric. Everybody is waking up and wanting energy independence and wanting sustainability, and we're just so proud to be at the forefront of that. The whole team is ready to take our products global.
2021 and the switch to electric transport has gathered even more pace as petrol and diesel cars and vans are phased out. The companies on this shortlist are helping to break down any barriers for drivers, from range anxiety and access to chargers to simple aesthetics. The shortlist. Fiona Howarth, Joel Teague, Toddington Harper.
The joy of electric cars should be for everyone, regardless of where they live. Through Co-Charger, we make that a reality in your community. Millions of UK motorists living in flats and terraced houses are unable to charge from home. Hosts can help their neighbourhood to switch to electric and earn money while they sleep. Making sustainable travel viable for everyone. Helping your neighbours. Helping all EV drivers to wake up fully charged.
Because what we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do is trying to, use the window of time that we have on this planet, before, while we're in a position to do something about it, to really prevent, do our very best to prevent runaway climate change. Yeah. We've got around 7 years to not put enough carbon emissions in the atmosphere that will move us beyond 1.5 degrees of warming. So we really need to crack on with it, and to do that, people need to kind of be the change. People need to get on with delivering sustainable energy. People need to adopt electric vehicles.
We couldn't not give this award to two winners. Without one, there isn't the other. EV cars and the growth in charging networks must happen in unison. The first, a true leader in the space, offering many different electric vehicles. Also being part of the Octopus Energy Group with their recent £600 million investment. Judges are sure this person will scale things even more quickly. The second winner, true innovation with an incredible passionate business that will reverse climate change with electric highways. And the joint winners are Fiona Howarth and Toddington Harper.
Honour, so huge thank you, and huge thank you, Jarvis, amazing event. Arthur, the food, Toza, the inspiration, and all the other winners as well. I mean, I'm pretty blown away. Toddington as well, what you're doing at the minute to help EV charging across the UK is just mind-blowing. And I tell this a lot on my panels, like to be up here with you is a real honour.
Awesome, likewise. Just to add a bit to it, so in the last 100 days, we've added over 100 chargers to over 100 charging locations across the UK for electric vehicles. We are charging over 50,000 electric vehicles every month, and the energy that those vehicles are using, we're producing from our own solar farms. We're also, as part of our helping to assist the uptake of electric vehicles, we've got an amazing team here, part of our electric vehicle solutions business, and every vehicle we lease, we pay to plant 100 trees. We've planted over 10,000 trees in the last 6 months, including 5,000 in the Amazon. So whilst I'm here, this is all only possible because we've got an absolutely amazing team. It's also possible. Thank you. It's also. Thank you. It's also possible because we believe that we can do this. We believe it's on our watch, by the way, everyone. Climate change is the next decade to fix it. It's probably really the next few years. So all we really need to do is believe we can do this, commit to do it, and as we call it, #deliver. And that's only possible if we all just absolutely commit to it. Thank you for an amazing team. Thank you for the award, Jarvis. Thanks for being here. And together we can make it happen. So thank you for an amazing team and everybody. And Fiona.
I should say, I was at another awards ceremony earlier this week, and it was in the car sector. And it feels like I've jumped in a spaceship and I've gone to a completely different place, which is amazing, but it also really, really makes me aware of the difference between you guys and where you're at and what's in your minds and what you know and the opportunity we have in the next few weeks. COP is going to be here, people are going to be talking about it, and we need to be a huge part of this change. So get out there, tell your friends, tell your families, inspire them, get them to tell stories. Do it through storytelling, and let's make that change.
Let's move on to the next category, energy. From power-saving gadgets to innovations that reduce demand or generate clean energy, this is a sector full of pioneers who are looking for ways to power our lives more sustainably. The shortlist: Kathy Yitong Lee, Linda Acham, Mark Miller, Priyanka Kurana,
Linda Acham, co-founder of NatureWrap UK, a food tech company. As contributors to innovation in energy, I thank PEA Awards for including us. Our impact is as follows. WRAP reported that in 2018, food services sector waste was estimated at £3.2 billion. Of that, 40% was carbohydrates, including potatoes. Because NatureWrap receives peeled and cut potatoes in factory processing lines, potato waste can be eliminated at source by utilizing anaerobic plant digesters to produce gas for power generation. This waste monetization supports the UK government's clean growth strategy and the circular economy. In addition, our team of scientists, engineers, and business experts exemplify diversity and its root in innovation.
Battery storage is not going away. Great penetration in a competitive market, a very scalable and a great concept. These were the words of the judges for this winner. And the winner is Mark Miller.
Thank you, Jarvis. Sponsors, my Pure Drive team, So it's very personal. Actually, it's very personal, this, because I've got my two sons here who work for me, and I've got my extended family, which is my Pure Drive team, an average age of 20 3/4 when you take out a couple of us. So I think I've brought a bit of youth here tonight, but I know they're going to walk away with an experience, okay, of just being here. I know this is an energy award, but the most impressive thing about this is that it's sustainability on every level. So I was very excited to be here tonight. I know they were. So thank you very much.
Next category is food and drink. One of the judges sums this shortlist up brilliantly. Supersonically awesome. The judges couldn't find any greenwash at all, just companies operating with a genuine desire to make the world a tastier place. The shortlist. Caroline Compton McPherson, Chris Jean, Linda Acham, Paul Gaby, Sophia Parente,
Hi, my name is Carrie McPherson and I'm the owner of the Little Green Cracker Company, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what makes our crackers green. We start with a template that's printed on recycled and recyclable card, and we add gifts from suppliers who all share our eco principles, and a rubbish joke. And then we tie them with a range of sustainable ribbon options. From this one, which is made from recycled plastic bottles, to sari ribbon, to this one, which is tencel and completely biodegradable. As a company, we believe that eco doesn't have to mean brown paper. It can be just as sophisticated, vibrant and fun as any other product. And for us, our eco principles have never held us back. It's never been a problem. It's only ever driven our creativity forward. Thank you.
My fiance and I had the idea for the distillery back in 2014 when we were travelling around Australia. We came across the Tasmanian craft whisky industry and just loved the idea of making our own whisky back in England. So we brought the Tasmanian distilling ethos back home to Yorkshire with us, where we set up the distillery, which was an entirely self-built project.
Linda Acham, co-founder of NatureWrap UK, a food tech company. Thank you to the PEA Awards for including us. NatureWrap's food preservation process extends the shelf life of fresh cut potatoes by more than 5 times the industry standard, minus harsh chemicals and reduces food waste. Our research is expanding the range of products that can benefit from this radical shelf life extension. Our impact is threefold: Currently, over 700,000 metric tons of processed potatoes are imported into the UK annually via road. Developing this market is better for the UK economy and will reduce road congestion. Less agri-waste ends up in landfills, and our multi-ethnic, multidisciplinary, intergenerational team exemplify diversity of thought, which is a competitive advantage.
Providing a global spirits motorway for sustainable sipping, game-changing for spirits, wine and more, were the judges' comments about this winner. And the winner is Paul Gaby.
Thank you, everyone. This is it's a great honor to accept something like this. My name's up here, but this is really an award for the whole EcoSpirits team. Just want to say thanks to our team in London, our team in Paris, our team in Singapore, in Shanghai, and Bangkok. It's your hard work that makes Circular possible every day. I just wanted to really leave the crowd with one thought tonight, and it's circular is the future of consumption. And I think everyone sees that, but it's an extraordinarily complex challenge. And what we're doing every day at EcoSpirits is made possible by partners like our friends at Avalon here, brands that are choosing to change how they do business, to embrace circular packaging. So thank you to all of our partners around the world, and most importantly, our good friends here at Avalon in the UK. Thank you.
Now, let's move on to the next category, the greenest family. This award is for families big and small that have written sustainability into their everyday activities and routines. Some examples include growing veg for the community and helping to boost local recycling rates, plus niche inventions developed in garden sheds up and down the country. The shortlist. Satish Kumar and family. The Cahill family. The Dale family.
Resurgence is an embodiment of holistic thinking, Gaian thinking, thinking about nature, about spirit, about humanity, about personal as well as social and environmental lifestyle. And so, through researchers, we are inspiring people, and young people especially. And through researchers, we are reminding ourselves that life is more than materialism, consumerism, and outer development. We are reminding people every 2 months through articles, poetry, art, book reviews, challenging ideas, that there is a greater vision for our society than just material progress.
Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Dom. We are the husband and wife team behind Sussex Wood Furniture, a sustainable, focused family business where we handcraft bespoke furniture made from reclaimed materials in the Sussex countryside.
2 years ago, we made a huge family decision for me to leave my high-pressure job in London to start a business closer to home and much closer to our hearts. Trading in the 4-hour daily commute for a 2-minute walk to our workshop on the farm, we love working with our customers to bring environmentally friendly and sustainable furniture to their homes and businesses.
Here is a very quick look at the journey our furniture takes.
We try to use all of the materials we reclaim in our furniture and on the farm, from the timber to the nails in the pallets. The sawdust waste is even used as bedding for the farm animals. All of our packaging is recycled and completely biodegradable, and we carbon offset any miles incurred while shipping to our customers. So you had a little snapshot of what we do here at Citrix Furniture. We're so happy to have been nominated, and thank you so much for shortlisting us for this award.
Thank you so much. We are only just starting out on our sustainable journey, and we don't know where it's going to take us, but we hope to grow and grow. So thank you.
Hi everyone, we're the Dale family, and tonight we're tuning in virtually all the way from New Zealand. 3 years ago, we were putting out one of these bins every single week, but now we're trying to put out just one bin for the whole year.
And so far we're on track.
We're also reducing our carbon footprint in lots of ways.
Like way less of this and way more of this. We also try to help other people be more sustainable. Mum does talks in schools and work.
Yeah, we share our journey as well and our tips on the Great Eco Journey. We don't try to be perfect. Our motto is progress, not perfection. And it's just about doing little things which do add up to make a big difference, eh?
You're having a fantastic night.
This individual lives and breathes a green life, which has been passed on to their children, who are now new generation eco-pioneers themselves, not to mention the impact and knowledge they've shared over decades via their publications, surely worthy of a Lifetime Achievement Award. And the winner is Satish Kumar and family.
Hi everyone, sadly Satish and his wife June and son Mukti and daughter Maya couldn't be here tonight to collect the award, but they're hugely honoured and very appreciative to receive it. And I know Satish will want me to say that he hopes that this Greenest Family Award will inspire many other families across the country to play their parts and take responsibility to protect our precious earth, which is the home of the whole of humanity and all the millions of other creatures and insects and species in it. So thank you very much.
The next category is Green Pioneer.
Just as we need nature, it needs our protection. For 100 years, we have been looking after the well-being of both people and planet, based on an idea of sustainability that has itself sustained to this day. In 1921, our founders developed their bold and visionary leader philosophy to work together with nature, not against it, developing effective pharmaceutical and natural skincare products. We don't just take from nature, we also give back. We support biodiversity and biodynamic cultivation. For example, in our gardens, where we grow many more plant species than we harvest, where we compost to maintain healthy, living soils and produce our own seeds. Our gardens are living ecosystems and centers of biodiversity. As in Moldova, where we are ensuring that the people we work with are treated with respect and paid fairly, and where we are investing in the local community. We are dedicated to the well-being of people and nature, for a better future for us all. All these values are reflected in every one of our products. Now, as then, and in the future, we at Weleda continue to pursue a pioneering vision, harmony, for people and nature.
This is another tricky category for the judges, as every single P.E.A. Award entrant is a green pioneer in their own way. They were looking for individuals who have really shaken things up by taking an alternative approach to business as usual. The shortlist: Alice Bardwell,
Emma Golding,
Jessie Baker, MBE, Joanne Chidley, Safia Nini.
People are starting to wake up to the fact that as slaves that are working for us, and it's unjust and unfair, but I don't by any means think that we have slowed down. I think, if anything, the opposite. I've seen people chained to machines working insane hours, and they're the good factories that you're allowed to see, and that's the reality of the majority of our production. Ultimately, we're the end of the food chain. We are the thing that's powering everything. And I think business, of course, needs to step up and take responsibility. But if we don't put pressure on businesses, then how's that ever going to happen?
I'm the co-founder of Beauty Kitchen and Return, Refill, Repeat. Beauty Kitchen is here to create the world's most effective, natural and sustainable beauty products in the world. And the way that we do that is not just through our formulations, but we do that through our reusable packaging programme, which is Return, Refill, Repeat. But that Return, Refill, Repeat programme is available to anyone in the beauty industry. And that's the difference about Beauty Kitchen being part of the circle.
The concept of people choose to use fashion as a tool for change. When I started the company, we built up supply chains working with organic cotton farmers and fair trade groups, and there were two things that were central to choosing the right kinds of people to work with. One was that they put women's rights central to what they do, and the second was they really take seriously sustainability and the environment. We pioneered the standards in fair trade and organic cotton and fair trade manufactured clothing through our fair trade organisation, and that really helped us build a huge amount of dedication. I think as a creator, what's always inspired me have been the stories of people, the craftsmanship and the possibility of using trade to empower people to lift them out of poverty and to do business completely differently. When you go around the developing world, you just see the most awful worker exploitation. What I wanted to do was to capture what modern day slavery, the worst of the fashion industry is, and that's what I've tried to do in Slaves to Fashion.
This individual is an icon in green business, a pioneer, a leader, and an inspiration to all. And the winner is Safia Nini.
Well, I'm honoured and thank you so much, Jarvis and the team and everyone here. It's exciting to be amongst so many green pioneers with perhaps 4 years to change everything. This period of regeneration of soils, of ecosystems and of communities. And I'm just so much hoping that as we transition to net zero, that we're really looking for a just and fair transition. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Next up, we have health and well-being. This year, physical health and mental well-being have been brought into sharp focus. The judges were blown away by the number of people who are working to create healthier, happier lifestyles with beauty and fashion, as well as more obvious candidates like food and drink. The shortlist. Ethical. Helen B. Catherine Swift. Roger Lees.
Are you sick and tired of purchasing with the retail powerhouses that you know have a detrimental impact on our people and the overall planet? Because I know I am.
You're probably sat on the fence as you'd like to live a more sustainable lifestyle. You purchase with a clear conscience and to support those who seek to do business in the right way. The problem is you don't know who these retailers are, what they do, why they're ethical, and you have no real incentive to actually switch away from your current purchasing habits.
Well, here's where ethical comes in. Simply shop by your own values, earn ethical tokens and redeem exclusive rewards.
Every penny you spend not only earns you ethical tokens but contributes towards the sustainability of our planet, supporting communities locally and also across the world, ultimately upholds the well-being of our wonderful people.
Since starting up during the pandemic, we have supported over 50 independent businesses and inspired over 450,000 people to become climate optimists.
Together we'll pave the way for future generations to come, so come and join us.
The Natural Capital Laboratory is a groundbreaking project that lies alongside the River Fechlin on a site called Birchfield. The land here is a mosaic of different habitats, including broadleaf woodland, coniferous forests, and a peat bog.
Actually, I've done law for all of my career, but I've always remained really interested in the outdoors and forestry and so forth. So when this opportunity came up, we took it.
Judges felt health and well-being should start with the planet first. This person is at the forefront of rewilding. What they have done will have such a huge impact on our country. And the winner is Roger Lees. It's now time for the next award, Influencer. Another new category, one in today's times not to be ignored. Influencers can be a force for good and bad. Our entries are all a force for good. Influencers with a purpose. All influencers here take notes. The shortlist. Ailey Gallagher, Greg Cochran, Joanna Adichie, Laura Young, Ruth McGlynn.
My name is Greg Cochran and I'm a podcaster and journalist specialising in the intersection between music and climate action. My way of contributing to the necessary shifts that we need to see towards sustainability is by telling stories about the way the climate emergency is affecting the things that we love, things exactly like music. I co-host the Music and Climate podcast, Sounds Like a Plan, and I write and I broadcast for anyone who will have me to talk about this issue. In the past, that's been outlets like the BBC through to NME. And I'm glad to say that this work has been a very small part in pushing the conversation and action in this area forward.
From the moment I was announced as a TEDx speaker 50 days ago, I decided to collect all of my waste. And here it is. I am trying to live zero waste. What does that mean? Well, that means I actively try to reduce the amount of waste I produce, particularly that which can't be reduced, reused, recycled, or repurposed. While we're waiting for governments to make the big changes and companies to create innovation, there is so much we, as an individual, can do.
Hi, I'm Ruth McGill. And I'm Alice Cruikshank, and we are the creators of Common Threads podcast. We were tired of fashion brands greenwashing us, so we wanted to create a podcast about ethical fashion that made the issues more accessible and really dove deep into what matters. We started Common Threads during lockdown, and what was originally a small project has grown to be this amazing platform where we've been so privileged to interview some of fashion's leading change makers and thought leaders. We wanted to challenge listeners to think bigger without forgetting about those crucial fundamental issues of garment worker rights and sustainability for the planet. Thanks so much for nominating us for this award.
This individual explores entertainment and sustainability in an authentic and exciting way. It has huge potential as music is probably the most powerful medium on the planet. And the winner is Greg Cochran.
So Greg could not be here this evening because he's already in Glasgow at COP26 setting up for everything he needs to do there.
Next up, we have money. gives us a way to vote for the kind of world we want. Entrants and nominations in this category are using money as a force for good and helping us to use our cash to bring about the kinds of change we want to see. The shortlist. Green Angel Syndicate. Tread.
Climate change and the custodianship of our planet matter to all of us. We must behave like stewards and create new forms of business engagement that are more efficient than ever before with our resources. It's clean and green technology that will allow us to do this. Green Angel Syndicate is the only angel investment syndicate in the UK that allows business angels to support this sector, which today represents a ripe investment opportunity.
Climate change. We all know it's a problem, a big one, but what if something as simple as your spending habits could help make a difference? Meet Tread, the only UK green debit card that helps you spend more sustainably. Everything you buy has an environmental cost, from your daily coffee to your weekly food shop. Brits buy 50 million things every single day, so with more of us caring about the environment, have you ever wondered how to spend more sustainably? We have. And we're not alone. In fact, the same number of people are searching for a green bank as mobile bank. But of the 97 million debit cards in the UK, there's no green option that helps you make your spending more sustainable.
The judges were impressed with how this winner joined the dots and bridged investment with investors that care more about their cash's purpose than just the profit. And the winner is Green Angel Syndicate.
It's a huge honour. We're so grateful at Green Angel Syndicate. We are so dedicated to investing in companies that are doing something to fight climate change. So thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
The next award is Nature.
A massive thank you to Jarvis and Katie for organising the P.E.A. Awards. The P.E.A. Awards come together and celebrate all those people who've made a huge difference to the world by getting everybody together and putting the environment first. So this is Tim Mead signing out from the Yo Valley. Thank you very much.
2021 has been many things, not least the year that brought us closer to nature. We've spent more time in our local outdoor spaces and discovered the importance of being outside. The shortlist. Prevented Ocean Plastic Team. Lily Platt. Mankaran Alawalia.
These are the oldest pieces of plastic we have ever found.
This is 1990. This is the very oldest piece you ever found.
Yes, it was. And as you can see, true, it is a bit ripped up, but you can still see that it is extremely intact.
One is Lily from Lily's Plastic Pickup, and since it's Plastic Free July, I would like to touch on a topic. There's a reason why it is so important to reduce our plastic usage, and it is because of the horrible, horrible effects it has on our environment, our oceans, us, and just our planet in general. And my tips for Plastic Free July are to reduce the big four. And the big four are plastic bottles, plastic coffee cups, plastic bags and plastic straws. And once you've refused those, you can then use their reusable counterparts. And once you've done that, you can say have a plastic free day, just like me. Bye everyone!
JC is on a mission to make it easy to track and reduce our environmental impact and make us all climate positive.
We all want to be sustainable, but daily life is busy and it can get difficult to make sustainable choices. We decided to make it easy.
Imagine buying your lunch and knowing in real time its contribution to climate change.
Countering it with the tap of a button and getting guidance on simple things you can do to make your daily life more eco-friendly.
This is sustainability made easy.
Yaezy tracks the carbon footprint of each purchase in real time, helping you become carbon neutral. Small steps to make a big impact.
You don't need to spend money or buy stuff to change the world. Anyone can care for nature and lead by example. This individual started picking up plastic litter when she was just 7 and has now collected close to 200,000 pieces. She speaks at high-level events and uses her social media accounts to share her experiences. This person is an inspiration for kids and adults alike. And the winner is Lily Platt. The next category is product. There are more eco products on the market than ever, and also more demand for everyday essentials with a lighter impact. The judges were looking for long-lasting innovation that's here to stay, and not more unnecessary stuff. The shortlist: Andy Orchard, Gary Stiles, Joey Pringle, Mankaran Aluwalia, Primrose Matheson, Rowan Din.
Averaged out over the last 16 years, every 6 cups of P.E.A coffee consumed has saved 1 square metre of rainforest. That's threatened rainforest in coffee-producing countries, otherwise cut down without our support. Rainforest that provides safe habitat to critically endangered species and newly discovered species, some named after us. Rainforest that protects vital water sources, rainforest protected by rangers, and rainforest that plays a vital role in capturing carbon, thus helping to mitigate climate change. And it's all been made possible thanks to our relationship with Wildland Trust and you, the coffee consumer.
Making your business sustainable can seem complicated, costly, and time-consuming. Where do you even get started? We created Zella to help, providing everything you need to become a greener, sustainable business on one easy-to-use platform. Zella gives your business access to all the data, insights, tools, and support you need to become more sustainable. It's customized to your sector and provides behavioral changes personalized for your business, connects you to renewable suppliers, and puts you in touch with local offsetting and volunteering projects. Zella, sustainability made simple. Contact us now.
garment factory has collapsed in Bangladesh, once again calling into question the safety standards of the factories.
Owner of the Rana Plaza factory complex in Bangladesh has been charged with murder.
A Chinese company that has made shoes for the Ivanka Trump brand denies allegations of excessive overtime and low wages. A factory fire in India killed at least 43 people Sunday.
Look, this is going to keep happening as long as we let it. So we need to show clothing brands not just that we care, but why they should.
Whilst the fashion industry has strived to become more sustainable over the course of the last 10 years, manufacturers have struggled to keep pace with the speed of change required. Our answer to this is Vishen Factory. I'm Joe Pringle, founder of Vishen, an OEM and ODM manufacturer that specialises in luxury vegan leather and premium recycled synthetics, bags and accessories. Our goal at Vishen is to become one of the greenest factories on the planet by living and breathing 5 core values.
JC is on a mission to make it easy to track and reduce our environmental impact and make us all climate positive.
We all want to be sustainable, but daily life is busy and it can get difficult to make sustainable choices. We decided to make it easy.
Imagine buying your lunch and knowing in real time its contribution to climate change.
Countering it with the tap of a button and getting guidance on simple things you can do to make your daily life more eco-friendly.
This is sustainability made easy.
Yaezy tracks the carbon footprint of each purchase in real time, helping you become carbon neutral. Small steps to make a big impact.
For businesses generating medium to high volumes of organic food waste, such as hotels, hospitals and food retailing, the cost of food waste and its disposal is an increasing burden on their businesses. Green Eco Technologies has developed a solution for the processing of putrescible food waste on site that will both reduce your waste volume by up to 80% and eliminate the need for waste removal from site. The Waste Master System. Waste Master repurposes your food waste, converting it into a higher calorific value residual material that won't become moldy and will not attract vermin or flies in its dry state. This material has a further life and value of its own, and at present is mainly used for the production of green energy through anaerobic digestion.
We have 2 winners for this category. The first creates organic coffee and done the right way, protecting the rainforest with every kilo sold. Our second winner could be an absolutely game-changing technology. Human behaviour is a whopping 60% of the problem with the climate crisis. Education on what we're buying gives us more choice to live the change. And the joint winners are Andy Orchard and Mankaran Alawalia. The next category is travel. We all love to travel, but doing it consciously is what judges were looking for in this category. The shortlist.
Thank you.
Brad Frankel, Howard Carter, Rebecca Heaps,
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, guys, come on through to South Africa. Have a good ball. Yeah. Cheers.
Incognito spray is so strong, it is clinically proven to help protect against malaria. Incognito products are 100% natural and help protect against biting and stinging insects. Available from Waitrose, Holland & Barrett and all good chemists and health shops, and from incognitospray.com.
Judges loved this concept. So many single-use tents get bought and wasted, and we need to learn to upcycle and recycle. The winner is Rebecca Heaps.
That's amazing. Thank you, Jarvis. And everybody should try camping once. Give it a go. Try camping.
The final category is vegan. Veganism is taking the UK by storm, aided by a flood of plant-based foods, clothes and beauty products. Nominations in this category were broad and very impressive. The judges were impressed by individuals who were giving a vegan twist to traditional foods and products. The shortlist: Joey Pringle, Lou Palmer Masterton, Tracy West.
Factory has collapsed in Bangladesh, once again calling into question the safety standards of the factories.
The owner of the Rana Plaza factory complex in Bangladesh has been charged with murder.
A Chinese company that has made shoes for the Ivanka Trump brand denies allegations of excessive overtime and low wages. A factory fire in India killed at least 43 people Sunday.
Look, this is going to keep happening as long as we let it. So we need to show clothing brands not just that we care, but why they should.
Whilst the fashion industry has strived to become more sustainable over the course of the last 10 years, manufacturers have struggled to keep pace with the speed of change required. Our answer to this is Vishin Factory. I'm Joe Pringle, founder of Vishin, an OEM and ODM manufacturer that specialises in luxury vegan leather and premium recycled synthetics, bags and accessories. Our goal at Vishin is to become one of the greenest factories on the planet by living and breathing 5 core values.
My shift to vegan life came after watching Cowspiracy. I'd been a writer and broadcaster on sustainable living for many years, and I was astonished by the gaps in my education before watching that film. I love every mouthful of my vegan life, and I use the carrot, not a stick, to encourage others to embrace it as well. When Simon and I set up the Word Forest organisation, we built it on vegan foundations. You know, it was a no-brainer. We only have vegan food at the office, and we only do stalls at vegan fairs, and all of our fundraising merch is, yeah, you guessed it, vegan. One of my jobs is to help our corporate partners refine their ethical choices and strengthen their sustainable pillars. Quite a few have stitched plant-based principles into their organisations, and the results are literally life-changing. My mission to bring more people to the planty party is powered by the same stuff that's in the food: love.
This individual is an absolute force of nature and proof that positivity can get you far. It was no surprise to hear that vegan principles underwrite her latest venture, Trees Are the Key, which shone an important spotlight on mental health during lockdown. Now she's preparing for the Big Green Clash, a fantastic event to celebrate plant-based athletes. And the winner is Tracy West.
Unfortunately, Tracy couldn't be here tonight. She would have loved to have been. But she did prepare a speech just in case, in the way that Tracy knows how. So, excuse any of our delivery. Sweet, holy, dairy-free cheeses, yay! Thank you, Jarvis, Katie, and Team P.E.A for recognising that the positive vegan is something worth shouting about. Also, thank you to all of our wonderful planet-loving colleagues and supporters of the Word Forest organisation. I'm astonished I've won, Tracy that is, encouraging people to step lightly on our earth by connecting with their food and lifestyle is just something that I do.
Stitching planet-friendly protocols into the workplace is easy. Everyone should do it. Become a corporate partner and let's do it together. The facts are irrefutable. Eating whole food plant-based nosh is good for your body, countless millions of animals and our planet. Don't shoot the facts, the messengers or the animals. Come to the plant-based party. It's an incredible doorway to go through. And if you need a reminder about how to do it, try this. If it's got feelings, a face, a family, a fanny, or a phallus, give it a miss. Tracy's words, God love her. Thank you.
Well, before I leave you to enjoy the rest of your night, I want to say a huge congratulations to all of our nominees and to all of the winners tonight. I'm going to leave you with some dance classics. I hope you all have an amazing time dancing, celebrating and revelling in being in each other's company. Have a fantastic night.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the 2021 P.E.A Awards. I hope you've all had a good time. I know it's been hard to keep quiet. You haven't been out for 18 months. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for coming to enjoy the P.E.A Awards. Enjoy the rest of the night. Make sure you get home safe and sound. We love you all. Thank you for changing the world.